Hey there, fellow digital artists! Did you know? Every line, every color, and every pixel you create is a treasure. It's not just a picture on a screen, it's the result of your hard work, sleepless nights, and love for art. That's why it's important to have a strong shield to protect it. We call this the copyright law. This law simply says that your work belongs to you. Simple, right? This is our weapon against those who steal our hard-earned art in the vast world of the internet. Think of it like a magic spell that automatically goes with your masterpiece the moment you create it. You don't need to register just to say an art piece is yours. From your first drawing on your tablet to your last upload on X, copyright is already there. This law gives you the power to decide who can use your work, how it can be used, and when it can be shown. This is your right as a creative individual. But why is this so important, especially for us digital artists here in the Philippines? Because on the internet, it's so easy to copy and spread a picture. Just to right-click and save, and your artwork can end up anywhere without your permission. Understanding copyright isn't just about protecting your work from theft. It's also about making sure that you, as the artist, benefit from your talent. If someone wants to use your art for a t-shirt or a commercial, you should get paid, right? Knowing about copyright law gives us confidence. When we know our rights, we're not afraid to share our art with the world. We know how to act when someone uses our work without permission. This is the foundation of a professional artist. Being creative is a gift, and knowing how to take care of it is a responsibility. So join me on this journey, and let's discover how we can keep our digital treasures safe. Amazing! Social media, like X, is a great place to show off our talent. This is where we meet other artists and where we get new clients. But along with these good things, there are also challenges. The biggest of these is what we call art theft. Many times we've seen posts where a famous artwork was suddenly used in a product or advertisement without asking the original artist. Sad, right? A common situation is when your work is reposted without proper credit. Sometimes someone will share your artwork and say, "Credits to the artist," but they won't put your name or a link to your profile. Because of this, you lose the chance to be recognized by new followers or potential clients. Even worse, there are times when they will remove your watermark or signature to make it seem like the work is theirs. This is a clear violation of your rights as the owner of that art. Another problem is the use of your art for commercial purposes. For example, you posted a beautiful fan art of a famous character. Later, you'll see it printed on t-shirts or mugs being sold online by a shop you don't know. They didn't ask your permission, and most importantly, they didn't pay you for using your hard-earned design. The effort and time you spent making that should be recognized and, if appropriate, compensated. Because of these challenges, we need to always be ready and knowledgeable. It's not enough to just be good at drawing. We also need to be smart about protecting our work. Putting a clear watermark is one way, but the most effective weapon is still knowledge. When you know your rights under copyright law, you know what steps to take when these situations happen to you. Knowledge is our power. I know, folks, when we hear the word law, it sounds hard and boring to study, full of words that are difficult to understand and thick books. But what if I told you there's a way to learn copyright law that's fun, exciting, and not boring? The answer is through educational games. You heard right, games designed to teach us about our rights as artists in a way that's easy to understand and remember. These games use the concept of gamification, where complex lessons are turned into games with points, levels, and rewards. Instead of reading long text, you'll answer situations like you're in a role-playing game, an RPG. For example, you're a digital artist with a client. The game will give you choices. Will you let the client use your art on all platforms without extra payment? Your answer will have a result that will teach you the right thing to do. The beauty of learning through games is that it becomes interactive. You're not just listening or reading. You're actively involved in the learning process. It's easier to remember a concept when you've experienced it, even if it's just within a game. For example, in a game, you might experience your art being stolen, and you need to choose the correct legal action. Because of that experience, it will stick in your mind what to do in real life, compared to just reading about it in a book. This is a way to make knowledge accessible to everyone. Not everyone has the time or patience for formal seminars or reading, but almost all of us love to play games. These educational games remove the fear and boredom of learning a serious subject. They make learning copyright an adventure you want to come back to. So let's open our minds to a new way of learning. Let's play to protect our creativity. There are many games and online activities you can try to sharpen your knowledge of copyright. One example is Copyright Cortex or online quiz games where you'll be given different scenarios. A friend took your art and made it their profile picture without permission. Is this copyright infringement? By answering these questions, you learn about concepts like fair use and public domain in a fun way. Every correct answer gives you knowledge and confidence. There are also simulation games where you play as a freelance artist. In this game, you need to negotiate with clients, create contracts, and decide how you'll let your creations be used. The game will give you feedback on your decisions. For example, if you agree to a contract that's too favorable to the client, the game will show you the possible negative effects it could have on your career. This is a safe way to learn from mistakes without sacrificing your real work. So, my friends, I encourage all of you to try these interactive tools. Let's not think that studying law is only for lawyers. As creators in the digital age, this is now part of our toolkit. Spending a little time playing these educational games is an investment in your future as an artist. This will give you the courage to fight for the value of your art and ensure that you are respected in the industry. Ultimately, understanding copyright isn't just about self-protection. It's also about respecting the work of others. When we know the hard work and effort behind every artwork, we will be more careful in using the work of our fellow artists. A community that respects each other's intellectual property is a healthy and vibrant community. Let's support each other. Let's be proud of Filipino art, and let's protect it together. Because our art is our wealth. Until the next journey of knowledge, here at Madanglawan,